Hi, everyone. I'm David Wojcik, and this is MBOT TV. Stories we covered this week. What color zone will Mississauga open in come March 8th? Which company garnered a coveted Forbes Best Employer spot? We have a vaccine rollout update and our lightning round with Brad Butt.
The Mississauga Economic Recovery Group would like to acknowledge and thank all of our sponsors. For more information, please go to our website.
Mayor Bonnie Crombie has vowed to fight for Mississauga to open in the red zone instead of gray when the province's stay-at-home order ends on March 8th. The red zone would permit restaurants, gyms, hair salons, and more to open once again with restrictions.
I'm very hopeful that our overall case counts will continue to decrease over the coming weeks. And if they do, I will strongly advocate that Mississauga return to the red zone, not the gray zone, on March 9th, which will allow for broader reopenings. In the meantime, along with Brampton Mayor Patrick Brown and Caledon Mayor Alan Thompson, we have advised Dr. Lowe to ask the province to loosen current restrictions on outdoor activities. We did this so people can get outside right now and use the ski hills in our region so that kids can have a proper shinny game. We're still waiting for a response from the province.
Sheridan College was recently ranked number 14 on the Forbes Canada's Best Employers list. It placed higher than any other college and even big-name organizations such as Google and Microsoft. During unprecedented and uncertain times, this is an outstanding feat. Dr. Janet Morrison, President and Vice Chancellor of Sheridan College, explains how the school was able to achieve this coveted honor.
Sheridan's really been on a mission over the course of the last 3 years to increase employee engagement through a number of different initiatives grounded in our new strategic plan, which we're really proud of. But, I think we all know that a crisis can either sink an organization or rally it. And in Sheridan's case, we're really fortunate to be mission driven and supported by an employee group, faculty and staff combined that are unwavering in their support for learners.
The region of Peel has successfully opened 2 vaccination clinic locations and is administering COVID-19 vaccines to individuals in phase 1 of the Government of Ontario's framework. This is in addition to vaccine administration happening throughout hospital sites in Peel. As of February 22nd, over 45,000 doses of COVID-19 vaccine have been administered in Peel Region, including over 15,000 doses in long-term care and retirement homes. Vaccines will be available to the general public in phase 3. We'll be back with the lightning round and Brad Butt right after you find out how you can save money on your employee benefits with the Chambers Plan.
The Chambers Plan now offers employee benefit programs with greater selection, higher coverage levels, and more value than ever before. Take another look and see why we're the choice of more small businesses than any other plan in Canada. The Chambers Plan. It's for your benefit.
And now it's time for our lightning round with Brad Butt. Brad, are you ready to go?
Let's roll.
All right. Property taxes and for Mississauga businesses. Does this have to do with what the province has offered to reduce taxes for businesses?
Yes, the City of Mississauga and the Region of Peel have set their business tax rate increases for 2021. It's about 1.38%, but the province is reducing the business education portion of property taxes, which is about 50% of the bill, by 6.85%. So the blended rate will result actually in a decrease in property taxes for most industrial commercial properties in 2021.
Brad, we understand that Mississauga councillors are leading by example to save some money. What are the details around that story?
Well, there was quite a debate at the last budget meeting, and a motion was put forward to cut the city councillors' car allowance by a third and to freeze their salaries in 2021, even though they're giving the rest of the city employees a 1.75% economic adjustment. So a couple of symbolic gestures on the part of council in tough times. to take a reduction in the car allowance and freeze their pay.
Mississauga Mayor Bonnie Crombie was leading a vote at the Region of Peel to help businesses get back to normal. What was the vote about?
So the Region of Peel Council at the end of February did pass a unanimous motion requesting that Peel Region move into the red zone category when the stay-at-home emergency order is lifted for the region on March the 8th. So obviously councillors have decided to come together and show some support for business as we get to a point of reopening on March the 9th.
The province put forward an emergency brake with respect to COVID, and it's been used for the first time. What region had the pleasure of that?
So if you're planning a trip to Thunder Bay or Simcoe Muskoka in the next short while, they have been reverted back into full lockdown mode because of significant outbreak in those regions. So the emergency brake, which is in the new provisions, which could be used in any region, was exercised by the medical officers of health in those two regions. Hopefully it won't come to Peel, but it's there now and clearly it's being used.
March is going to be a great month for vaccine rollouts. Dr. Lowe had some great announcements with some mass vaccination sites. What's the outlook for Mississauga and Peel Region with respect to vaccines?
Well, I guess the good news on the national level is, first of all, the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine has now been approved by Health Canada, and we're expecting 20 million doses of that over the next 4 to 5 months, in addition to the other two, Moderna and Pfizer, that have already been in use, and more are rolling out in March. And yes, in terms of Peel, mass vaccination sites are opening up as of March the 1st in various locations. So large vaccination clinics should be coming to your neighborhood very soon.
President Biden and Prime Minister Trudeau had their first virtual face-to-face meeting. What was on the agenda during that meeting?
Well, they certainly talked about some issues where they seem to have some common concern around climate change and certainly the COVID-19 vaccination program and related economic growth. But, you know, there still are some difficult issues between Canada and the United States, regardless of which administration is in there. Buy American provisions are still a concern. But the good thing is it was a solid meeting, I think. I think the two leaders agree on a lot of stuff, and that's good for Canada.
That's it for the lightning round. Brad, we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
And now for our upcoming events listing with Stephanie Giorgio. Stephanie.
Thanks, David. And here's what's coming up at your Mississauga Board of Trade. On March 9th, we welcome John Wilson, founder and CEO of CEO Global Network, for our From the Corner office fireside chat. On March 10th, Good Morning Mississauga is virtual. Join us and connect with Mississauga businesses. Don't forget to book a speaker spot. Where else can you make 100 cold calls in just 2 minutes? Join us on March 15th as we welcome Minister Monty McNaughton, Minister of Labor, Training, and Skills Development, for an informative keynote followed by an interactive Q&A. On April 15th, join us for our virtual evening celebrating Mississauga's business community. Stay tuned for more information on our Business Awards of Excellence celebration. Back to you, David.
Thanks, Stephanie. If you have any questions about how to register for an event, increase awareness for your business, or have your company featured on MBOT TV, contact your membership services manager by calling 905-273-6151 and press 0 to get connected. Details about these stories and events are available at www.mbot.com. Until next week, this is David Wojcik wishing you continued success in your business.